Yeah. Hi
Is it on
guys.
your?
By the title, we're having a nice little chat and celebrate one of our golden golden YouTuber. Everyone looks up to him, Mr. Terry K. Beer Goggles Reviews, and yeah.
So, many people over the vast years of getting into beer was influenced by Terry K, aka BeerGogglesReviews. And over the years, Terry K has brewed beer across the UK with many different characters, and over the UK, he's met many different characters. Back in 9 years ago or 8 years ago, me and a collection of beer reviewers back then did a show called Quaffabilia. And Panikos
I remember
and
that.
Jonathan
That's awesome.
and many of us
Loved it.
knew about that show. So the
Yeah,
show
it's
was
brilliant, wasn't
basically
it?
it was a showcase of everything British, and that's why it gave that Quadrophenia kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
And it was also a way of showcasing British beer reviewers. And if you see the poster back then, there was like 10, 12 different beer reviewers, all from different walks of life: Scotland, Wales, down south, and Yorkshire. One of the main characters behind the show was Terry K. And
The
Panikos
host,
has
didn't
watched
it?
the show. Yeah, Panikos has watched the show. The Coffee
I love
Player.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, brilliant.
and and
2012,
Jonathan.
wasn't it?
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
we did is basically we came together and we chose some British beers selected by Terry K. And over the years, Terry K has had many influences, as in with Brett White, Jonathan, Panikos, and a plethora of different other beer reviewers. So we found out the other day that he passed away, and the Canadians have shown their appreciation. The British have shown their appreciation, and here we are, swapping stories right now. So, Brett,
Yeah.
what was your earlier
Yeah.
interaction with Terry K?
I think it was on one of his videos. I think it was when he reviewed the Trooper, or it could be the Pile Driver by Witchwood. We started talking. This is when I wasn't doing reviews. This was me being a fan,
Yeah.
and I kind of was. I added him on Facebook before I started YouTube, and I said to him, "Mate, I really want to do beer reviews, but I don't have the confidence." He's like, "Just jump in it, 2 feet forward, do it." And yeah, I looked. Here's a real like tearjerker this afternoon. As soon as I found out, I went on his I went on our chats, and the last message I sent to him, I hope you're surviving, mate. Hope you're well too. And that was the 1st of June. I sent that.
Hmm.
I was like, oh my god, kind of hit home a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Because again, he's a southerner like you two, so it makes sense that it's more local to you than it is to us northerners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is he from?
That's a good question,
It,
actually.
it's just outside of London, if I remember.
Is it London? Okay.
Yeah. So it's near
Stop it.
Pentecost, in fairness.
You know what?
That's probably why.
Sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say, it's just that's why him and Panicos hit it off so well, because they both have the appreciation for us.
Well,
Yeah.
I've talked to him on numerous occasions. He's such an amazing guy. He's had such an amazing life. Like, he's done everything, and his beer reviews. When I got into beer reviewing, I was just watching his videos, and it really inspired me. I mean, I never really did the YouTube beer reviewing thing. I did more sort of my own reviews on Facebook, but it still got me into craft beer, and I love his videos. They're just brilliant and memorable, and I just watch them all the time. And
Because I was good.
Yeah, it was just a legend, wasn't he?
Again, because it brought you.
Sorry.
It brought when Pentecost started reviewing beers. He did it behind his pseudonym, which basically is Cat.
Yeah.
So basically, So basically, Pentecost basically review beers in the early days, but Terry Kay gave Pentecost enough courage, and eventually he fought through his shyness and became Pentecost, what we all know and love.
And
obviously,
you as well. I mean, BeerGogglesReviews, but also you inspired me as well, and Jonathan as well. So there's a lot of you guys really helped me.
What should do?
Me, what job, career-wise? Oh, someone messaged us. Hi guys. I mean, what do I do? What job you mean?
So Pentecost was shy in initial points of beer reviewing. So it would just basically use Cat, his personal Cat, as his profile, but was fighting out his personal boundaries and such like that.
Yeah.
Pentecost became a fighting demon that he is now appreciated, and he appreciates amazing beers from all over the world.
Definitely.
All via the influence of Terry Kay. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
And one guy would give you that much courage.
He did give me courage. Watching his beer reviews, for one, was a great start. And do you remember his live streams he used to do? You know, the Tasty Tuesdays. That's when I was sort of talking to Terry on a personal level during a chat. Was other people as well, not just myself. And that's where I met Jonathan. I met him through that, and me and Jonathan are really good friends now.
Yeah.
So it's like he got me to sort of meet Jonathan. Like we do tastings on a daily basis, and obviously, like I just enjoyed chatting with him. He's so passionate about beer, and it was just so intelligent the way he done his beer reviews. I was like,
he's always very articulate. Terry was.
That's the right word, articulate. His beer reviews were amazing, weren't they? He just so many different flavors and aromas. It was just fascinating to watch. Honestly, it was like an art. They were reviewing. It was brilliant.
So back in the early days of beer reviewing, there was not that many beer reviewers out there. So I started about the same time as David Dowling. Now, David Dowling, the Urban Viking beer reviews, which is probably more frequent towards Brett than anybody else. But David Dowling, he was basically influenced by Terry Kay very, very big, because there wasn't that many beer reviewers back then. And the ones that there were very robotic in the way they portray themselves. So there was only about, for me, beer reviewing wasn't influenced me, but it was nice to see someone show passion. And Terry, even though he did direct me towards beer reviewing, he did show that he had passion for beer, which was always a good thing for me. But there was only like 3 people out the UK back in the old days. And we all know that they were. It was basically Terry Kay, Simon Martin.
If I had a lap,
Rob Derbyshire.
Oh yeah.
So they basically.
I remember anyway.
Yeah. So there wasn't very emotional, but the only one that was emotional was Terry Kay. But he was very passionate in what he did, so it was good.
Loved it, didn't he? He loved it. You could tell the videos were so detailed.
I mean, it didn't influence me personally, but
If he found a good
influenced a
beer
lot.
that he liked, he used to get really giddy.
Yes.
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. It's to be joy to watching it. You can tell by the passion in his videos, the way he was talking. It's like obvious to see. Like you said, he was getting excited, like giddy and everything. And when he had a nice beer, he really enjoyed it. And his reviews were long as well, 10 minutes, weren't they? They were really detailed as well.
I once did mock him on that because I did a Kernel beer, and I purposely did a black comedy kind of video dedicated to Turkey back then. And basically, I tried to keep as straight faced as possible while doing the video. So basically, I talked about the hops and stuff like that, but I didn't introduce lots of like material, so keep humor out there while keeping straight faced. And you know me, I can't keep straight. So I did this Colonel Centennial, and it was dedicated towards the kid because he'd always have these 10-minute beer reviews. And I was always going, why are you doing 10-minute beer reviews when you could do it talk to a beer in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
But he always said basically a
He
beer
liked
as a
to
story.
talk about his life as well.
Yeah. So Terry,
But
So Terry, throughout his life, always to pass on the passion. So over the years, you may have seen his channel evolve into many different aspects.
yeah.
So it did introduce his children, and they called it Half Pint Reviews.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they did a chili con carne and stuff, didn't they?
Yes. So he was one of the first to introduce food into beer reviews.
Yeah.
And now it's a commonplace.
Yeah. Some hilarious videos he did as well, Special Brew one did, which was a classic one, as we all know. And there's another one, Beer Moretti one, just makes me laugh every time I watch it. I never get tired of that. I watch it every time and I crack up laughing. I don't know if you guys seen that. That's a brilliant video.
The secret behind those is he purposely try to keep straight faced throughout the video, and then he couldn't do. So obviously he just broke out near the end.
Yeah,
it was amazing how he kept it cool on a lot of the viewers. But yeah, thanks world, and Willie Norwood. Hello.
Yeah. What are you drinking then, Mr. Pickard?
Oh, I'm drinking Ben Shaw's root beer.
Okay.
I'm not drinking.
I'm on the I shouldn't be. I was hungover all day, but I decided to perk up.
I'm not.
I got Fallen Acorn.
Yeah. So I know Panicos and Jonathan are doing a tasting tomorrow, so I'm sure they'll mention.
Of course, we'll. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow on my Facebook chat. On my Facebook, that's sort of dedicated to sort of Terry. Do something tomorrow because I'm drinking tomorrow. I'm going to do something tomorrow definitely, and me and Jonathan are going to definitely mention him in our tasting because he's just amazing. He's inspired me to get into beer reviews and tragic loss. And when I heard that this morning, I was devastated. Honestly,
as soon as I found out, I let Jonathan know, Panicos know, and Brett know. A few others. But yeah,
when I heard it,
Melody and Simon know. But I know Simon's not on Facebook anymore, so it's difficult to let him know.
Right.
But yeah, I wish that Terry tried some beers by these guys because they are really good. This one's the Expectation IPA by Fallen Acorn Brewing Co. out of Portsmouth, not Yorkshire. There is a similar brewery called Acorn or something. Fallen Acorn? Isn't it?
No, there's an Acorn brewery out of Yorkshire.
Yeah. You gave me a bottle of their Imperial Stout. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. But yes, poor Terry Kay. And I know the Canadians are lost because he hosted one of the initial live streams between Britain and Canada.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so Terry Kay was one of the basically guys that basically got the British beer reviewers chatting to Canadian beer reviewers. And that's how David Dowling got so popular, because he got known by a lot of the Canadians, and that's how Rob Derbyshire got so popular, because he got chatting to a lot of the Americans, and by Terry Kay.
Yeah. Well, one of my regrets was at the time I think Rob Derbyshire invited me to the beer festival, and Terry was going to be there, and so was Rob. At the time, I wasn't confident enough to sort of go, but I just regret not going to the beer festival, the Great British Beer Festival, and sort of meeting him in person, because that would have been amazing. Yeah, it's a shame, because I would have loved to have met him. And he went to the Great British Beer Festivals a few times, didn't he?
Yeah.
And live streams there as well, which were entertaining. So it's a bit of a
He came to Yorkshire a few times, but the scheduling just was not there. No.
But yeah.
But it is what it is. I've met so many beer reviewers over the years. Terry Kay is just not one of them.
Yeah, we should meet up as well at some point, Stu, when he comes down to London. I'm sure you've come down. I know, it's a difficult time now, but we should maybe.
It is. I've been lucky enough to meet Brett.
Yeah,
and
just before COVID.
Yes.
As well, wasn't it?
It was like
that close, wasn't it?
I know. But it is what it is. It's life that we get dealt. But yes, moving onward, Ruby is good.
Yeah, I didn't drink that much that day.
No.
Which is really weird when I meet up with people first thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys seen Jonathan's video.
Yes, I have.
His dedication to Terry Kay. I just saw it. It was brilliant. It was just so. Jonathan. North.
Yeah, I wish Jonathan was here so he could share some stories. But I know he's a busy boy.
Yeah, it's a shame, because he obviously talked a lot during the video, and he said how I remember seeing Terry Kay, and Terry Kay sort of gave him the courage to do video reviews. So he was like a major sort of inspiration on him as well. Yeah. So I'm sure he's got a lot of stories from Terry.
I'm sure he has, and that's why I included him in the chat. But it's a shame it's not available.
Yeah, it's a shame. I'm sure you would have wanted to come. I'm sure he's got a valid reason why he's not here. But
I mean, I was never influenced by beer reviews. I was influenced by weed reviews.
Really? Wow, didn't know that.
No, because if you watch weed reviews, they're a combination of knowledge and humor. And the thing back in the old days with beer reviews is there were neither. It would just basically, they would basically go, root beer, keep it under your cowboy hat. That's how beer reviews back then. Basically, they sit there and read the label.
Stu, there's a question if you want to answer it quickly.
Yes, I've had it.
I haven't had it. Have you had it?
No. Yeah. You can get it at some majority of bottle shops now. But yeah, in the old days, beer reviews were just a very robotic reading off the can, and then they'd show the can, and then they'd pour the can, and then it just
there was no
2000.
It was just, that's why a lot of beer reviews back then was 10 minutes long. It's because they basically.
It was new, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it like 2011 it started, I think, wasn't it? I think it was like 2011
Yeah,
when
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I started 2008, but my initial beer reviews, what I did was basically I used to basically just blatantly my initial videos would basically mock beer reviews, and Terry K understood the humor behind it,
Yeah.
and he actually appreciated it.
Yeah,
But,
No,
he used to
right.
mention.
Send it to me.
but yeah, well, that was
He
the
used to,
early days.
he used to mention saying, "Oh God, this is gonna get me kicked out of the beer community, the beer reviewers community, and stuff like that." And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah,
Well, back then there wasn't actually a community to be kicked out of. It was,
Yeah.
it was like 4 people. And then Simon started introducing all his friends, and it was weird. It was like, hello, I'm Mark. Hello, I'm Chris. Why are you shaking each other's hand? You're in the same kitchen. You wouldn't do that with your. But yeah, same word. And then a few others came out, but then they died really quickly. Well, not died, but disappeared.
Danny's still going, isn't he? Is Danny still going?
No, Suffering Drunk. The thing about Suffering Drunk was unique. So Suffering Drunk, he gave up alcohol, and then basically during the process of giving up alcohol, he would buy loads of beer.
Really?
Yeah. So
to this
basically,
day,
then he lost loads of weight, but then he had to drink all that beer that he basically purchased. So basically, apparently, he drank a mass amount of imperial stouts and aged beers over the course of 5 years, I think it was. So apparently, he's still alive.
Is he still doing it? Because he did some recently, but he stopped again, didn't he? Because I remember a couple months ago he was doing beer reviews.
he does a burst
I did
of
see
them, and
some
then
pop up, but this is went again.
his reviews, he does like a burst of them, and then spreads them out like whenever he wants to put them up.
He'll probably do it over
Right.
depending on his work, because he used to call me after he'd done the day after he'd done beer reviews, and it was just difficult timing for me because basically I'd either be going to the gym or going to my parents. So I'd be like going, I don't really want to talk to someone for an hour on the phone.
Yeah.
And he'd basically talk about the stuff he drank or the stuff he'd done over the course of an hour.
Wow.
He's just got Scott. That's his excuse.
But he's a really nice guy, Danny. It's just if you're going to give up drink, I can understand. And Panicos does it the sensible way. He does it over the course of 4 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, so basically a few weeks he doesn't
yeah.
drink, and then he has a session of well-crafted drinks, and then no drinks. But then in between that, he focuses it towards things that are associated with alcohol.
Other things going on, not just drinking.
So Panicos does it wisely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it as often as you guys as well. Obviously, I do love craft beer as well. I'm passionate about it, but obviously, you guys.
I'm jealous of some of the beers you love.
Obviously, you guys review a lot more often, but I do watch you guys even when I don't drink. I just enjoy watching beer reviews. And
that's me.
Yeah.
As well, I'm a bit of a viewer. Like with my videos that I have like coming out now is all backlog and all scheduled. The only new review that I've done is this one, but I like to have a backlog because it stops me drinking too much.
Yeah, that's why, isn't it? Yeah.
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 It is
The
what
thing
it
is, with that, I accumulate more beer and then
Well, Terry K did something similar. So Terry would basically he'd have 1 week where he'd review beer, 1 week where he'd review soda.
Didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, back in the old days. That gave him a perfect opportunity to share a good drink with his children.
Oh, that's a good way of bonding with them, isn't it?
Yeah, so he got his children involved and he awakened their appreciation of different flavors.
yeah, they did like soft drinks. I can't remember what.
Yeah,
You done non-alcoholic beers as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Not just alcoholic ones.
He did a bunch of stuff, and it was something I was trying to convince Sam Martin to do. And he was like going, "Oh yeah, it's a good idea." And Sam Martin didn't do it, and then it did do it, but then it didn't do it, and then all of a sudden it came and all. It is what it is. Because
Terry had
Simon's,
his own
yeah,
style.
yeah,
Sorry, dude.
Simon's gone through many stages in his life. Some positive, some few positive channels.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was the cause of death, do you think?
So the hello, Goldrick. So the leading towards heart failure, what I've seen on majority posts. Leading feedback, right? Yeah, so the leading part of the investigation apparently is heart failure.
Say that again.
Heart failure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And also, I noticed that he didn't do reviews for like a couple of years, and I found out it's a bit odd that he didn't post any new stuff on his channel. It was like,
Oh, he's done that for years.
Well, I know he was battling diabetes. I know he was battling different other ailments. But he did try to encourage David Dowling to reemerge. But I know David Dowling's had a lot of personal issues over the years.
yeah, he's another one I used to watch as well. And there's another one who's not been doing reviews. I used to watch David Dowling. I mean, I used to watch you, David Dowling, Big Goggles, so fucking drunk. Yeah, like just when I sort of got into beer reviewing, I was watching you guys. That's what sort of got me into it. Like even on Facebook, inspired me, and I got really passionate to craft beer, which I still am now.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
keep at it
we
is
should
all
all
I can say.
support those independent businesses.
Yeah.
Don't let certain people bring you down either. There is plenty out there.
Well, I did. Me and my brother actually visited basically where David Dowling lives, but it never turned up.
Oh, really?
He backed out at the last 5 minutes, I think. He said he had personal problems. So it was like we travelled all the way down to Cornwall, and then last minute.
Probably anxieties and stuff.
Yeah. But me and my brother adapted, and we visited many other places instead. So
yeah. So Stu, you go on your L trails now. Obviously, it's sort of different now, isn't it? With COVID-19. I get pubs. I heard that you go to pubs and you have to order through an app or something. Is that true?
Yeah.
Or they're not? So I don't really go to pubs. I drink at home normally.
So the thing about pubs is basically you can order through the app. So the easiest thing to do is basically say, "I don't have the app," and then you just order it like you normally would order it.
Yeah. Oh, not good. For gold
Oh,
rate.
dear.
Water's the best medicine.
Ibuprofen is probably the worst thing to have in this temperature. You just have aspirin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the heat.
Right.
So it's aspirin.
Right.
But
Okay.
you don't have more than 2 in one day.
I'm on I've forgotten what it is. It's for my gout. A really strong ibuprofen ish.
Yeah,
And
I know.
yeah, I don't well, touch wood, I don't get gout again because my doctor's fucking worried about that.
Well, the easiest thing to have during gout is real ale because it has those natural ailments. That and green tea. Green tea has a natural ailment that prevents you from getting gout.
Yeah, did I tell you that I had gout in both of my knees?
No, because they don't earn the money that way.
You don't earn that money that way.
Yeah, so basically look up natural ailments,
Yeah.
natural, and basically it'll mention green tea, lemon, honey. Lemon and honey is a good thing for allergies like hay fever and stuff like that. But yeah, just look up natural ailments for your disease, your problems, issues, and you'll be fine.
Let's pray for Gold Drake.
So, if you've got no aspirin, what's the other thing? What you do is you wrap your head in tinfoil and then run towards the wall really hard.
Knock him out.
Yeah, and you'll forget about what pain you had prior.
Oh dear.
But yeah, there's a bunch of like natural treatments. I mean, nettle. I mean, Panikos is in martial arts. They teach natural ailments is the best way.
Yeah.
To heal, rather than prescription.
You know what I have? I drink a lot of ginger tea. It's Chinese, and I've not been sick, not had any colds or anything. I've been drinking it every day, so it seems to do the trick. Honestly, it's like Chinese ginger tea. It works. So yeah,
I know you used to drink a lot of coffee, didn't you? And
yeah, I don't drink too much coffee, but yeah, I have a few coffees.
Yeah. But
every night.
Coffee is one of the bad things because it's a dialite. So basically, it makes you want to poop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coffee. One coffee in the morning, and you're pebble dashing.
So if you ever have the opportunity to have gunpowder tea,
your
eyes will be like pins, and you'll be able to do every kind of martial arts you think of.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make a move now, guys.
No, it's fine.
Thanks for inviting me, and I'll definitely chat to you guys as well. Beer reviews. I'll add you on YouTube as well. I'm sure we can chat as well.
I'll add you on Facebook, and
sounds good. Look forward to it. And obviously,
I'll be going live tomorrow as well, so keep your eye out on that.
Definitely, and it was a great video, and it's good to talk about Terry because obviously, I have to admit, I was devastated when I heard it.
I know you and Jonathan and Brett.
When I saw it, I was in shock as well. He's such a great person, great man, legend,
but I'm sure you'll raise a jar.
Of course, I'll do it tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a live stream, and I'm gonna sort of do toast for him and everything, and I'm just gonna, he's such a memorable person. He won't ever be forgotten. So definitely. Do that tomorrow.
No worries.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for involving me in your little chat.
All right.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
So how are you doing, Brett?
Pardon?
How are you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm just coming back from a hill trail. Oh, I'm so exhausted.
I bet, man. Oh, I had a hangover all day though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a fair few drinks yesterday. Let me show you the cap of one thing that I bought. It's a seaweed vodka, and I had to buy it. I had to buy it.
Understandable. Seaweed actually is a very good sexual thing, you know.
No comment with that one, mate. No comment.
But yeah, it's supposed to be good for sex. Seaweed.
Hmm.
that and
Oysters.
Kean. But yeah, it's weird. But yeah, so did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good.
Just don't put it under your pillow,
No.
because otherwise you'll wet the bed like blood.
Uh, yeah, crazy, man. Like,
So I was the fallen. Sorry, Vibrant Forest
yeah,
barley wine that you had.
this one.
Yeah.
I had that last night, and
Yeah.
I had half a glass of it. Half a glass of it. Half a can of it, and then it kind of got sickly, so I threw the rest away.
What? So the reason I asked is now back in the early days, Terry Kay would mention that if you have a barley wine, you're supposed to have it in toast to a friend having a new child.
Yeah,
So remember when I had a barley wine for you?
yeah.
I had a barley wine for Rob. I also had a barley wine for Terry Kay when he had his child. So it all sparks from Terry Kay. So when I said to you, I said, I'm going to have a barley wine for you. But all those years ago, I mean, yeah, I saw the video of you playing in the playground with your child today. And she's such a big kid.
I know.
And back then, when I mentioned that I ordered a barley wine for you, I'm like, going, why are you having a barley wine for me? I'm like, because Terry Kay said so.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, so basically, if you ever see me having a barley wine, it's because one of my friends or such has had a child. So basically, it's all via Terry Kay. I liked that bit because it was like a way of christening a child by one of the greatest styles of beers, barley wine.
It's a shame that I didn't save the barley wine that I had by Beavertown
Mm.
and shared it with you, because it was really good. It went down too quickly.
A lot of them do. I've had a lot of barley wines that have gone
It
too
was
easily.
15.2, I think it was. I know
Really?
it was a heavy hitter.
Touch.
Yeah.
See, Goldrake, I mentioned earlier, I says, see, 10K didn't influence me as a beer reviewer.
Yeah.
Weed reviewers influenced Stuart. Because they were so funny! It was so funny! If you ever watched the weed reviews back in the old days, so basically, they were going, so we got this weed. And they were so boring. I might switch it off. Just like beer reviews, they describe every part of the weed, and then they were like going, "So let's just roll it over." You do some tweet, yeah, okay. And we've all seen our friends spark up and do this, and they did it in the video, and it was so hysterical. Oh my god! But anyway, so there's like. And do you know when you get that 30 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds before they realise what they're doing? So so they've got this postcard, right? And so they're doing this unboxing as well. And they went, oh, I've got this cool knife and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so I'll use that to open this box. Oh, I've got a postcard. As soon as they got that postcard, I know they spat my beer out laughing. Right, so they basically like puff pass, puff pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like here, I've got not here. They basically go, dude, come here. There's no ear. And then the other guy goes, dude, we've got a postcard. We can put it right there. We can put it right there. Put it right there. I'm like going, and then it got to about 4:20 in the video, and I don't know how they did it. I seriously don't understand it. I don't know if it was like, so I was so lost in the video. I'm sure when it got to 4:20, he started smoking. In the video, because I was like, pissing myself laughing. Oh, I won't drink a beer. I don't smoke weed. Oh, that's that. But I was thanks. Oh my god, and then it finished off. And then the video finished off, right? And then this both sat there and they're going, yeah. And they do tasting notes on the weed at the end. And it's awesome, the tasting notes. They're like in depth and all that stuff. And I'm going, okay, so and they go, thanks. But can someone please send me more postcards? Because this is blank. I was like, that's the best video. And that's what inspired me to do my beer reviews.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. It's like if you ever get a chance on YouTube, type in weed reviews. It's just like, that's so funny.
I didn't know that people would actually. Why am I questioning that?
All kinds of reviews on the internet. Because when I started, I wanted to embrace my personal thoughts and stuff like that into channels. So I would do it basically as an when I first started doing beer reviews, I do it as an infomercial kind of thing. Yeah. So I'd basically, hello, welcome to the news. This is Stuart, welcome. And Stuart's over at sports. And then basically, I'd splice it accordingly. But funny thing is, now Americans do that all the time. I'm Jake. So anyway, so I'd basically splice the videos, but I was like, that's not what I'm in for. And then I'd watch the weed reviews, and then they're like, that's what I want. I want humor and knowledge and stuff rolled into one. But yeah, I mean, over the years, beer reviewers have got more relaxed, and I think like Terry K and Raggies and who's the other one that does really relaxed beer reviews? There's Raggy does it really well because basically he does it from a shed and he talks like he's talking to you or me.
Yeah.
Now Wanda and Scott, yeah. So the thing about that is that reminded me of times with me and my brother. It's like I'd purposely wind my brother up, and my brother would be like really confused. I was like, going, "What are you doing?" And like, my brother. I mean, I rewatched one of the review we did, and we reviewed a beer with seaweed. So, I basically we had a beer infused with seaweed. So my brother goes, it's really nice, but it's one of those beers that you'd have only by the beach. Because it had seaweed. I like it. You can see it look on my face like, what? But yeah, it's just like, I mean, even with the, it's like you and a bunch of other beer reviews, like Mac Elvis, you and Mac Elvis would basically get along really well because you just you're like
straight on the fort then.
yeah, here I am having a beer. That's what you and Mac would do. You'd be you so enjoying what you are doing at that moment in time. Yeah. You're so relaxed that you just He's so happy. But it's like you don't know how to embrace it, so you speak slowly in moments. And Terry would do that on occasion, especially when he spoke about beer that he really enjoyed.
Yeah. When I used to get giddy over a beer, that used to
You
make
could
me.
tell it was like you could tell it was like all back his emotions, and it was like he
I
was
like
like
I like how he used to say about one thing that I loved about him. He said, "Right, I know you want head, so I'm going to just give you a little bit of head." And he's like a little tiny one. That's all you
yeah,
get in.
he would.
You can tell that
So
was southern though, with
yeah,
no head.
yeah, Southerners. Us Northern folk, we just go
Yeah,
and throw away the
you do
bottle.
anyway.
I know I used to wind him up all the time. I think majority of the time I did it to wind him up because he'd get upset and goes, "Stuart, pour it sensibly." I went, "Oh, it's good. It's good that Goldrick has watched some weed reviews."
What's your favourite beer style for us?
So I have to say saison because it's so versatile in every which way. But now the original variation of saison, they incorporated into IPA. So the one that you have now, the New England IPA.
Well, this one.
Yeah, so
No, this is a
originally,
traditional IPA.
originally a New England an England IPA would basically one that would last a day and a day and a day and a day and a day, etc. But a New England IPA was a variation of a saison that incorporated into an IPA. So they tried to blend the two, and so many styles have evolved from a saison.
For me, style wise, I got three of them. For me, it's
Yeah,
IPA. I think everyone loves some IPA at the moment.
yeah.
I like Imperial Stout, sours, lambics mainly.
Mm.
And I love a good like well-made Helles lager and Pilsner. But
I find it funny when you go to a craft store and can you have a else lager or you can have a this lager, this lager, this lager, this lager. But Budweiser, Coors are all Hell's lagers.
mm,
It's just they don't have the Hell's lager
oh,
in front of it.
wrong side. There's a lager there, but it's
Yeah,
not Australian.
Foster's is a unique thing. It's not drunk by
The
Australians.
Auss-
It's drunk by
no, the Aussies are like fuck off.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
Stu, fair enough.
So yeah, I used to
Also,
smoke, but can't due to work now. Is that work now, or is that work
because
now?
you're working now,
Yes.
that
'Cause
really
I
didn't
know
make
many
sense in my
people
head
down
just
south,
then.
they don't care. But yeah, I mean, so Terry K was an influence in you, Brett. I mean,
Definitely.
what did you drink prior? What did you have drink wise prior to Terry
I
K
was
influencing you?
I was always drinking real ale. That's like basically I've been drinking like when I was 16, 17.
Mm.
Um, I was drinking like cans of Boddingtons mixed with tropical juice, or I'll be drinking John Smith's that I robbed from my mate's stepdad. And yeah, I started on obviously them, um, and then I kind of dived in a bit of lager, but I didn't really
Mm.
like it. Um, and then my granddad got me into Guinness.
Okay.
And then he showed me Doom Bar when it was actually really, really good, not owned
Okay.
by Molson Coors back in when I just turned 18. That was my hangover cure because I drank the night before.
Yeah.
So he got me a pint of Doom Bar and said that'll sort you out, and then have a Guinness afterwards. That'll sort you out
Okay.
even more. But after that, I used to do it used to be £4 or £5 in Tesco, and I used to get the ones that I'm like, which one am I
Okay.
going to try next? And then obviously Morrison's as well. Morrison's had a good range back in the day. They had
Yeah.
JW Lee's Brewer's Dark. That was fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
Jubilees. Jeez.
Yeah, we had that, and Hewitt's Champion Dark Mild. That was really good. I used to drink Hobgoblin religiously. Just after
Pudding.
and your Nuki Brown as well. I went to a wholesale shop, got a crate of 24
Yeah.
Nuki Browns, and I drank them within a weekend. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. When it was good, actually, when it was good,
Ah,
back in 2019, 18, round about that.
okay.
But I used to drink lager as well, like obviously because when you go out to nightclubs, that's all
Yeah.
already available, isn't it? Really. So used to do that. But yeah, my it's always been beer. Like I've never like been. I'm gonna drink a bottle of whiskey or something like that. Because for one, it was expensive. Two, yeah. But also, back when I was 20, I used
Mm.
to make a
Yeah,
party poison.
1920. Were you born
Pardon?
back then? Were you
Pardon?
born in 1920?
1990.
Oh, yeah, so when you was 1920.
Yeah.
Not 1920.
But I'm clumsy. Brothers left. Franz Callen, life, death, Shepherd Neves in the freezer too long. Oh, Franz Cannon can get in the sea anyway. Life and Death is alright. Shepherd Neem IPA. Shepherd Neem IPA? What one's
Yes.
that one?
That's in a bottle. I'm surprised that didn't shatter or explode.
Yeah, expand, won't it? I saw
Yeah,
that.
see? Goldrake fought 1920 as well.
Oh, I'm not that old.
See,
No, back at that age, I was skimping round a barrel of getting alcohol drinks, and that's where I made this cocktail. It's called Party Poison,
mm,
and what you used to get is a can of Super Tenants or Special Brew, Omega
mm,
or Frosty Jacks,
yeah,
a small
jeez.
bottle of WKD, and then a miniature bottle of Glen's vodka. Mix that in the blender, whiz it around, down it in an hour. Jobs are good.
just a fucked up.
Yeah.
See, I still remember the first time I had beer. It's like I was drinking all these alcohol pops and stuff like that, and I like, and they're running out of alcohol pops, and we're all sat in a circle. So basically, where I am now, and then there's a friend there, friend there, friend there, friend there, friend there, friend there. So basically, everybody decided to order beer, and the one that didn't order beer was me. I said, I'll have J2O. Oh, I can't remember what it was. But this like skinny 20-something blonde girl comes up to me and says, "You're not drinking J2O while I'm here." And I went, "Okay." So she gave me a lap dance and then give me a pint of lager. So then what Stuart does is, because Stuart's trying to be brave, and I'm going, "Okay, I've just got a lap dance off this really hot blonde blah blah." Stuart drinks it all in one. And I'm like, "Okay, cool. It's all right." And then she goes, "Oh," and then she gives me another lap dance. So I'm not going, "Okay, so I guess I'm drinking beer from this night on. So my friend over in the far corner sees that I get this letdowns twice of this lass, right? So he goes and pours it over himself. So shoot me short, just like mocks his friend then. Yeah, it's strange how we all get different influences in. I mean, I once did Turbo Shandy pub crawl.
Yeah.
So that's a pint distiller. You drink half, pour Smirnoff Ice in. Or if you're feeling fruity, drink half, pour Wicked Blue or whatever I think it was, or Reef. Did so many
WKD.
different concoctions. Stuart was like going, "Oh, I've done 11 of these concoctions, and we're about to go to a rock club, Rios at the time, and I was going, oh, okay then, and then Ed butted the table. So basically, Stuart goes to get up and go, and then puts the table. Then puts my face through the table, but then also obviously instantly wakes up. So we all go to the rock club. Get to the rock club. Yeah, dance for like an hour or plus straight. And then they went, oh, Jaegers. We all know what Jaegers are in a rock club.
That's cool.
So we had test tubes of Jägermeister.
I met going by what old Drake said. I bumped into my doctor. I bumped into my old English teacher, and I bumped into my old geography teacher in my local. It was fucking weird. It really was weird. Like drinking beer with my doctor was funny. He's like, "How are you, Brett?" "I'm fine." "No, tell me, are you actually fine?" Because he knows about everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is so real, unreal." And then obviously my English teacher, he has a complaint where he's overly blinking like this.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to talk to him, but he's going like this. And the more beer that he drank, the less that he started like blinked. I was like, oh. Yeah. And also when you said about headbutting the table, I got a blunder like that in the club. I was climbing up these stairs and I saw a bloke puke on top of the stairs. I'm like, I need to avoid that. I need to avoid that. Try to walk around it and I fucking slip over and fucking fall in it, don't I? So my whole side is covered in this fucking dude puke. And I said to my mate, I need to go. I need to clear up or do something about this because I fucking took a tumble. And also, another thing with stairs, me and stairs don't get on when I'm drinking. I was climbing up my rock bar from where the band was playing. I walked up the stairs, lost my footing, and I fucking bashed my drink because it's plastic. It's gone and then all over me, bathed in like it was Green King's Hot Monster. Strongest beer that they got on the bar, 7.2, not bad.
It's not bad because all we had in my rock club was basically Red Stripe, can, or Jägermeister. That's the only drinks off. So you're either getting fucked on Jägermeister or you're going to piss yourself in your pants from all the Red Stripe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, local music venue opposite from this rock bar. All they do is like Red Stripe, and I had that when I saw the Cancer Bats a few years ago. Yeah, I was just chucking them down me like.
How you do?
And
back then there wasn't much of a selection, but it is today.
But that rock bar's got a nice selection. They got Trooper, Nitro, that Hot Monster, as I said. It's the same company as the one Buffalo, so with a big selection compared to what Buffalo did. All Green King beers, but yeah, they only got Trooper in because it's a rock beer. But as you spoke to Matt, he really didn't want to get any craft in because it's a student bar.
Yeah, I mean, as Cold Rick says there, he'd have Guinness. Now, Guinness was one of Terry K's favorite drinks.
Yeah,
I was never a fan
smooth.
of Guinness.
Smooth. Did I mention it's smooth?
Well, there's extra smooth, extra smooth cold, smooth cold, smooth extra cold. But I once had it in Ireland, and it was funny because as soon as I had it in Ireland, I mentioned to Terry K. I said, basically, what they do in Ireland is they start pouring it, and then they walk away, and then they check the TV, go back to the beer, walk away, do their horoscopes, come back, walk away. And they do in Ireland. They basically do all this stuff before the pint. It takes such a process, and I think that's why in the UK it's expedited so quickly. It's basically the cold filter, so it just gets so quickly.
Yeah.
But in
No.
Ireland, it's probably why it tastes better in Ireland because it's poured how it's supposed to be poured. It's a lot more denser in texture. It's not as cold, and it's a lot more flavour to it and backbone.
Have you noticed the glass I'm using? Oh,
Murphy's Irish is a beautiful beer. But again, it's just you get different variations of it. You get Murphy's red, you get Murphy's black. But depending where you go for it in Ireland, it'll either pour nice and gently and so good. Or it'll just be like the Guinness over here. Let's get it.
you know you're a sucker for glasses. What about this one then? It's got little cows on it.
It looks like Stone the Crows.
No, it's got cows on it.
The cows? I thought the crows. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
There's a vodka I like. It's called Black Cow Vodka, and they use the whey from when they make cheese. They use the whey and ferment it.
Yeah.
Into vodka.
I know. I was just getting into my vodkas and rums before the pandemic, and it was nice to try all different variations of rums and vodkas. Now, Grey Goose, so nice.
What did you?
So good.
I can't remember the review. I did watch it, but what did you think of the Dimple whiskey I gave you?
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but the only downside is that because I prefer Speyside whiskey. That's the only thing that let it down for me because it's like okay, it's gone. It's like it's good and stuff like that. Yeah. I didn't do any blending with it because it's only a small bottle.
Yeah.
But I gave it a review out of respect to you, and I enjoyed it. It's just for me personally because I prefer a whiskey with earthiness and all that stuff. Yeah. But I enjoyed it.
Nice to meet you guys. Been no worries. See you soon. Yeah. Catch you tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe. But yeah.
Yeah. This is going tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good. You're a parent now, so you've got to be responsible.
I'm doing it all for charity, though. I'm not doing it for. Yeah, so I'm not doing it just because I want to.
Okay.
I think I showed you my GoFundMe account, but GoFundMe page. But yeah, I thought I'd do it for charity, as I'm a nice person, like I think to be.
Well, last time I cut my hair, it was in Alaska, and it was with children without hair. I think it's like a cancer charity. So basically, my hair went towards a child with no hair. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully, you losing your beard the money will go towards a good charity.
Oh, I don't know if I want to get another beer, but
But I
I'm
need
gonna
to
go
eat
sleep.
so sweet because I'm starving. But
So yeah,
so praise out to Terry K, and
yeah,
hopefully Panicos and Jonathan at one point will show appreciation, just as Brett has today. But yeah, it's nice swapping stories about Terry K.
yeah.
One of the original beer reviews.
I do. Right, have I got any beer in this? Hold on. That's for you, Terry.
Cheers. Bye bye.